First tonight, though, the Legionnaires outbreak in Harlem. It has already killed 3 people, and 24 others are sick and in the hospital tonight.
Tonight, Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger is speaking to the sister of a woman who's battling the infection.
There's so much a part of the cityscape you don't even notice the hulking mountains of metal on building rooftops, which use water to keep buildings cool in the summer. It's normal to spew an invisible mist into the air. It isn't normal for that mist to be contaminated with a bacteria that can be deadly.
I'm just exhausted from all of this.
Denise Merchant has spent days at the Harlem hospital bedside of her sister Valerie. EMS rushed her there Saturday with a temperature of 104 degrees, just hours away from septic shock. She's one of more than 80 confirmed cases of Legionnaire's disease throughout Harlem, 3 proving fatal, after the city says 11 of those cooling towers had become breeding grounds for the bacteria that causes the disease.
We need more information. We need to know what locations, put them out there. What buildings was tested positive.
But the city refuses to release that information. Today, the mayor said it's all about medical privacy.
You don't want to do anything that's going to violate the privacy of individuals who live in a particular building. And they tell me, Eric, you can't give exact address, exact locations. If someone had Legionnaire's disease, it's something that you can't do.
Another reason it isn't the people in the buildings who are at risk, but rather the environment around them because of that invisible mist. The city says it gave the owners of all 11 cooling towers 24 hours to disinfect them, but community leaders say they should have been better regulated in the first place.
This keeps popping up in Black and brown communities. This is a plague that seems only to affect us in our community. We need to find out what those gaps are. What is it that's being neglected? Our health should not be compromised because of a maintenance issue.
That's right. It can take as long as 2 weeks to present with the symptoms of Legionnaires, and that's why public health officials say they believe the number of cases has continued to rise. People who actually contracted the illness before the cooling towers were identified and cleaned. But officials do believe over the next week the caseload will start to drop. But if you have symptoms of the flu or a fever or anything else that seems out of the ordinary and you have an underlying health condition, public health officials say you should seek medical attention just in case. In Harlem, Josh Einiger, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.